Hello everybody, this is the Benjinator, and you're watching Let's Play Saga Frontier. This is part 12 of Red's Quest. So it's been a while since I've done a video. It's the new year, and it's jolly. And this is my second take of this video, because when I tried this the first time, I was doing this whole thing, apparently without my microphone working. So I was just talking to myself, and literally there was no recording whatsoever. But now, I fixed that problem, so there should not be an issue. Anyway, so last time we completed the Arcane Quest. And of course, as you guys know from watching Blue's Quest, if you did watch that, once you complete either the combination of the Light and Shadow Quest, or Shadow Quest, and you do either the Rune or the Arcane Quest, now all of a sudden you have access to the Time Lord, and the Time Lord's region, which is where we are now, and of course the Chiron. So, what happens when you talk to the Time Lord? Remember with Blue, Blue decided that he was going to beat his brains out to take his gift. But is that what's going to happen this time? Let's talk to him, see what he says. So ask you why you turn your clock on, and you can actually ask him to get your help. And if you get your help with him, he calls you crazy, naturally. But you actually get him as a party member, so let's look at him. He is actually a mystic, and so he can wear all the mystic stuff. This is actually kind of a pain in the butt, because it means that you can't unequip it. The Mystic Male, which means that you can't put the power suit on him, yada yada, but he does have some pretty cool abilities. Just like all other Mystics, he has Mystic Sword, Mystic Gloves, and Mystic Boots, so you can absorb creatures and so forth. But you can also get all types of time magic, so he actually has this in his arsenal. One thing that should be noted, though, is that when you use Overdrive as the Time Lord, you only get 4 free turns instead of getting 7, like you can with Bluge. So that's something to keep in mind. So, that's one option, is that you can recruit the Time Lord. And the Time Lord, actually, if you like Mystics, he's a pretty good Mystic. I personally like Dr. Nusicon better because you can get him a powered suit, but it's really up to you. But what happens if you decide to use the other option? Well, let's find that out. Alright, so I just restarted the game. And so if you talk to the Time Lord, and you decide instead to learn time magic, what he will do is he will actually sell you some forms of time magic. Now, this is the option that I usually go with, because you get to use Rouge, and of course Rouge is your premier magic user, which is awesome. And so with Rouge, what I would do is that I would actually get all of these spells: the Delay Order, Time Leap, Chaos Stream, and Time Eclipse. Time Eclipse, of course, being one of the best spells in the game, by far. As you guys have seen in the previous videos, Time Eclipse has the ability to petrify your enemies, also to lower their quickness. Chaos Stream, most expensive spell you could get. It's multi-attack, and it paralyzes people. Time Leap skips a turn, and Delay Order slows you down. So these two spells work well in conjunction. So, if you want to recruit the Time Lord and have him be your time magic user, that's fine. But if you prefer to have anybody else use time magic, you'll have to say that you don't want him to join you, and instead he'll offer you some time magic. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be buying these spells, and then I'm going to be seeing you in the Kylan's region. So we'll be right back. Alright, so here we are in the Kylan region, and I already took the liberty of doing the candy maze and all that sort of thing, so you don't have to worry about that. So, talk to the Kylan. He says that you're very happy, but instead of wanting to kill him, you can actually ask him to join your party. Now, of course, just like with the Time Lord, you have the option of not having him join your party and buying magic from him. But there's really not that much of a point, because, in my opinion, space magic is vastly inferior to time magic, and so the limited spells really aren't worth it. But you can have him join, and I just want to show you what you can do with him. He is a monster, of course, and so that means that, you know, he can transform into other monsters depending on what abilities you have. But if you decide to use him, these are the abilities that you don't want to give up, and that, of course, is all of the space magic spells. But also, there's this ability called Kylan Song, which is actually pretty powerful. So, sorry, just took a drink. If you want to use Kylan, then Kylan Song's useful, and he's actually a pretty good character if you like monsters. Of course, monsters have low defense by default, so I don't personally like to use them, and I won't be using Kylan in the entirety of this LP, but if you want to, that's perfectly fine. So, I just want to show you guys what you can do as far as getting the Time Lord, or getting his magic, or getting Kylan as well as his magic, and you can recruit both party members. It's absolutely fine, not a big deal. So where do we go next? Well, we are now going to be officially going after the red or the Black Cross emperors. And so you have 4 emperors, as was discussed by that Zen robot. And so the first place we actually want to go is actually really convenient from Kylan's place. So let me just show you. I'm not going to even skip ahead. You talk to this lady right here, and she asks you to go back. And this will put us right in the middle of the Kurong sewers. So this means that we're going to go be going after Shuzzer. Because remember, we encountered Annie, we paid a crap load of money for information, and she told us that Shuzzer's base is actually in the sewers. So, what you want to do is you want to actually go here, and this is so convenient. You want to go to this little pole right here, and you actually want to try it this time. And, actually, okay, that did not work. Never mind. So there's actually something else I want to try. So I will meet you over in Manhattan, which is where Campbell's going to be. So we'll be right back. Alright, so here we are in the CTC building in Manhattan. Sorry about the mix-up. We'll be doing Shuzzer's quest a little bit later. I guess I didn't initiate it, but that's okay. We'll be going after one of the other Black Cross Emperors. That Campbell woman with the beret. Looks like everybody's leaving, so let's go see the president. Yeah, looks like we're going to be escorted out pretty early, though. Oh, man, threatening the secretary is not a good move. Okay, so Campbell has got us on the loudspeaker. So she is going to be seeing us. That's kind of convenient. Alright, so here we go. We're going to be going up the elevator. Alright, so cool. She's part of Black Cross. Well, hopefully we're on the right track. Alright, let's find out her true identity. Uh-oh. We're getting attacked by pink putties. Alright, so those guys were easy enough, and I tend to skip the battles with the putties because they're so pathetically easy. Even if you don't have maxed out equipment, they're not that hard. So, alright, now it looks like we're going to be in the elevator shaft. What does this lady have to say? It's out of service. Yep, Black Cross, they're nefarious. Yeah, better be save the damsel in distress. Don't want to lose this week's pay? Okay. Oh my god, more pink putties! I know I've said this before, but if you guys don't know what putties are, watch Power Rangers sometime. Classic one. The classic Power Rangers anyway. I know there's a billion different versions. Alright, so here we go. Into... Alright, this place, with some of the best music in the game. Alright, so I'm actually gonna show you this battle against one of the gun carts, because there's a chance that you actually might be able to steal a type of program for our friend Mr. BJNK. So this is a Hermes. We might have already gotten the one from him in the first place, but hopefully we'll be able to get something. Yeah, so level 2 combo. Yay! We're going to air throw and hit him in the face. So these are the battles that actually are sometimes worth fighting just because you can absorb abilities for mechs. Otherwise, they're not really worth showing, but of course he doesn't get any special abilities. He just gets recharged, which is not useful because he hasn't used any WP. Because he's got the Hyper Blaster. He doesn't need WP. Alright, so let's try to avoid these guys. Alright, perfect. And so we want to go this right door right now. And so these blue guys will try to run after you, but thankfully they're not too quick. So you can kind of shimmy your way around them like this. Grab this treasure. It's a missile pod. Not too useful for the time being, but it's kind of a funky thing that you can put on your mechs. Go through this door. There's going to be 2 treasures in here. Again, more blue guards. Shimmy your way around them. Not too hard. Fight this guy. And then you want to go up here. There's another guy over there. You might have to fight him. Not too shabby. Let's grab this treasure over here. Water cannon. Pretty useless, but it's just, for the sake of getting treasures. Alright, so this room, these guys are going to fly around. You have to be a little careful. But first we're going to go up here, see if there's any treasures here. It's been a while since I've actually gone here, so gotta be careful. Yep. Thankfully the gun carts, they kind of stop and move like that, so let's go grab this treasure chest right here. Light bazooka. Ooh, light bazookas are actually pretty good. Alright, I just want to show you guys, after that battle, I got an ability for Fuse, which is actually pretty important. And that is the Giant Swing. Remember I had mentioned before that there is what is known as the Dream Super Combo, which requires 4 techniques. And now Fuse has 3 of the 4. Giant Swing. You've got Babble Crumble down here. And he's also got Suplex. So all he needs now is Sliding, which is the weakest of the abilities. But once he gets that, he can use the Dream Super Combo. And also our friend BJNK got Evasion Rocket, which is useful sometimes, but the more the merrier, right? Alright, so just want to show you that. And let's get out of this room. And we can go back to exploring. Hooray. So you want to head up here, I believe. Try to avoid as many enemies as you can. And then you want to go through here, and I believe there is some kind of switch that you have to... Okay, so that's one of the previous rooms, so you don't have to worry about that. That's just a different way. I don't think we missed any treasures, and if we did, they're not anything important. Seems we're fighting a lot of gunbirds in this place. It's an enemy. It's like a blonde girl with a gun. They're actually pretty easy, though. Alright, so now we are going to be going to a pretty interesting part of this dungeon. It's actually pretty unique. It's got weird enemy formations and puzzles. But we'll be seeing more of that in the next video. So, where is Campbell? What kind of obstacles are we going to have to fight, aside from those slimes up there? We'll find out next time. So you are watching Let's Play Saga Frontier with the Benjinator. Thank you guys once again for watching, and I'll see you next time.